So let's make some corrections and changes to how we're using the comments inside our application. And I'll just go back to VS Code, and there's a few things we want to do here. First of all, we want to add validation into our form. So we'll just bring in yup to make this a bit easier for us. And we'll just say import asterisk as yup from yup. And then we'll come down to our form and we'll add a validation schema here. So we'll add validation schema equals, and we'll say yup.object and open parentheses and curly brackets, and all we're interested in validating here is the body. So we'll say yup.string and we'll just say required. And what we'll do here is our reusable text area, we can't really use this without making significant changes to our reusable component. So we'll not use this, and we'll also remove the button as well from inside here, as what we want really is just a text area where they can press enter to submit, or if they press shift and enter, then they can create a new line inside the text area. So we'll kind of start again with our form, and what we'll use is we'll bring in a field from Formic. So make sure you choose the field from Formic, so we import this, and we'll give it a name equal to body. And what we'll do is we'll drop this down, and we'll also bring in the handle submit as well as our render props we get from Formic. And inside the field, we're going to use field props. So what we'll do is we'll open up curly brackets, open up parentheses, specify props, and we'll give it a type of field props. And then we'll open an arrow, open parentheses, and then we'll add a div inside here. We'll just give it some style equal to position and relative. And inside the div, we'll add a loader just so that we can see a spinner whilst things are happening. And we'll set it active to is submitting. And then we'll add a text area. And we don't need all of that, so let's just open up text area and we'll make it self-closing. And inside the text area, we'll give it a placeholder equal to enter your comments. And then in brackets, we'll say enter to submit, comma, shift plus enter for new line. And that's a fairly conventional thing to do. And below the placeholder, we'll have rows equals 2, and then we'll spread across the field props. So we'll say ... props.field, and our field props includes things like on change, on blur, and the value of the field, etc. And then we can add an event, and what we want is the on key press event. And what we can do is check the event to see what type of event we're receiving here. So we'll add E, add the arrow, and then curly brackets, and we'll check to see if e.key is equal to enter and e.shift key, and if it is, we're going to return, because this is just going to be a new line in our text area. What we'll also do is check to see if e.key is equal to enter, and enter needs to be a capital E, by the way. So do make that change, and the not operator and e.shift key. And then we'll say e.prevent default. So we prevent its normal behavior of just giving us a new line, and then we'll check to see if the field is valid, and then we'll say handle submit. And what we should be able to do now is just go back and take a look, and let's just refresh the page, make sure that there's no problems with loading our activity. We've got our comment field down here now, and if I just type in hello and press enter, our comment is submitted. But if I press, or if I say hello and then shift and enter, and hello again and press enter, then we get all of the details of our comments, but we don't see the hello again coming on a new line. So all we need to do is give our comment text area inside our chat form a style equal to, and we'll say white space, and we can just say pre-wrap. And what this should do is put our comment onto a new line just as we type it into our text field, as we can see here. And almost there. But the only other thing we want to sort out in here is how our dates are formatted, and we'll take a look at that next.